Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Patch, and we are back in the world of Redcubed. And as you can see, I've gone ahead and done some wool harvesting, as my inventory would suggest. Apparently there was some sort of silverfish infestation over here at Wynn's house, and there was a similar one over at Liam's house, and Mog and ADG were nice and went ahead and cleaned that up, but they also left this caution tape stuff everywhere, and I mean, free wool is free wool, so I wasn't going to let that go to waste, so I'm just harvesting the last of it, and there's a little bit more over at my house, or my shack, as I've started calling it. But boy, they must have some secret sheep farm somewhere, because they really do have a lot of wool, and I have not yet seen any sheep farm on the server since someone decided to kill all of Shiro's, so be very interesting to see where that is. I'm just going to go ahead and turn down my render distance and my smooth lighting a little bit, because as we get closer to spawn, you're going to see a lot of FPS issues. So currently we're at 20. 19, 18, 17, 16, back to 20. Oh, okay. That's kind of interesting. Normally when I come around here, my FPS goes down. Today it seems to be going up. It's a little weird. I've never had that happen. Anyways, so back over here at the patch hut, I've done a little renovating. Yeah, all the chests are gone, and I've added this nice bed that would help me stay the night if these people weren't online. It's okay, there's no mobs around spawn as far as I can tell. And I've gone ahead and remodeled the basement to grand reveal. Ta-da! Yes, I've finally built a proper storage room. Or temporary storage room. I was inspired by doing Jake's and realized I was going to actually need something. So you got your earthy materials in here, more stone type. That is in the wrong spot. That should be in the that should be in the earth type materials. You got your stone decoration block materials here. I did harvest a little bit of ore with the silk touch pick that I have not told you explicitly about. I was borrowing Fabes for a while, and I finally got the Silk Touch enchantment, so I've been using that for about a week now. It's been holding up brilliantly. So yeah, that's where I got these from. A little bit of wool. This is not going to be my wool chest, because I've now designated a special chest for that. Cobblestone, mob drops, wood stuff, enchanting stuff. I finally made an enchanting table. This is my materials chest. So you might be wondering, where did I get all of these diamonds? Well, Jake killed me last night, and I lost most of my stuff, and he gave me 10 diamonds as compensation, plus the 18 that the 16 that we gained from working for him. So let's see, 6. Yeah, we basically had 1 diamond before Jake showed up. So awesome of you, Jake. And we don't have a lot of coal either, so we're going to need to find somewhere to get coal. Then we have our tool chest, a saddle, redstone and redstone stuff. Jake also gave me a bunch of quartz. Jake is like my major supplier of rare materials for 0 cost, so that's definitely great. Then we have our foods and things, plant life stuff. My biggest supply of food right now that's too bad, Brian. My biggest supply of food right now is Drew, and he built the giant military potato farm, and now he is just giving away potatoes for free because he has way too much. So yeah, I'm just getting all of my food from Drew, which is nice. So I haven't... this is the next chest. And here are more potatoes I guess I could use. Some of the cooked chicken left over from the cooked chicken machine that got taken down. And then a whole lot of eggs for when I actually rebuild that cooked chicken machine. And the top chest is where I've been putting all of the wool. fact, let's go ahead and do this. And then let's go ahead and do, oops, that, and then we should just be able to shift-click everything. There we go. That is an inordinate amount of wool. And that's really not a lot of the colors either. That's pretty impressive for stuff that a dual get harvested, a dual get and Mog Swamp harvested. So if they want that back, I will give it to them, but I can't see them ever using this wool again. I can't see myself using it either, but it's always good to have around. Fedrin also sponsored an ender chest for me because I tried to steal hers, and she was nice and gave me one for free. And that, I guess, brings me over to this hulking contraption, which is actually a 3x3 piston door. Now, it does open in a spiral shape, but I doubt you're going to be able to see the spiral because of server lag, but let's give that a shot. Yeah, you can't really see the door. Yeah, it's just, it does work on single player, and in fact, I can probably go ahead and show you right now. Let's head over to my testing world. And, ooh, you're not supposed to see this yet. Let's see. There it is. There's the door. Now, I cannot take credit for this. This was not my invention. But I will link. See, it kind of worked there. It works better when I'm not recording. Yeah, see, it kind of got the spiral shape. I will link to the guy who designed that. I can't remember offhand what his name is, but I'm not going to show you how it works because, again, it's not my design, and I'm not good with redstone tutorials. That's why I don't really. That's why I haven't made one yet. Is because I'm good at building stuff. I'm not good at explaining stuff. Perhaps that'll change, but not for this door. Let's give that one more shot. Yeah. So down the hallway here is nothing as of yet. We kind of resolved a couple nights ago on Redcubed that we don't want to have any more farms under spawn because the FPS drops we get in this area are just insane. So they're not going to be animal farms. I might build a stable down here. I'm not entirely sure. But what I do want to have down here are some of my redstone devices, and you know, I might even put another I might move all the storage stuff down here just because I'm not sure how I like it right here in the foyer. I feel like it should be behind the blast shielding of a door that I made. Not really sure why I built that door. It just seemed right. So, yeah, that's pretty much everything that I've done on the server in the past couple of days. And that brings me on to today's project. We're only, what, 12 minutes in? I'm going to try and standardize the episodes to 25 to 30 minutes, just because some of them have been running long and some of them have been running short. So, we're going to try 25 to 30 minutes. If you guys want longer or shorter, just give me some feedback. So, today's project. Taking a look at the produce shop. We've had no sales recently, and we are pretty much out of everything just because of our inability to restock, except for wheat. I went around and harvested wheat from people's farms because Fabe asked me to get him some more wheat, but now I think Fabe has his own wheat farm. Basically, it's not feasible to have a produce shop anymore because it was really only being sustained by the fact that I stole everyone's produce and was selling it to them, and now that they have their produce back and can grow their own, it's not really going to be earning me a whole lot of cash. And plus, well, what do people buy? People would maybe buy the wheat because it was already grown, and they might buy the sugarcane. I think I got some sugarcane sales. But no one was really willing to buy potatoes because you can get them free at Drew's, and no one was really willing to buy carrots because you can just grow those and they're edible straight out of the ground. So, yeah, this is not going to work anymore, and that brings me on to my next idea. Isn't this a great day to go fishing? Just standing here in my hip waders, waiting to go ahead and catch something. Oh! Yeah! Oh, okay. Well, that was not something I was really expecting to get out of the ocean. A water bottle. That must have been down pretty deep. But yeah, so, if this is any hint, I have been doing some research, and really some shopping around, and I have learned that you can get a lot of great things from fishing. And so let's take a stroll back into town over here, and I'd like to take a moment to show you some of the things that other people have been building. I guess I could turn my render distance back up a little bit. I'm still messing around with these settings to see what the best options are. So yeah, so every time I go past here, a new shop opens up. No idea what this is. This is apparently a clock shop, which I look forward to because clocks can be very useful for, I don't know, well, they tell the time, kind of. And a dual against horse paraphernalia. Make payment below, prices in dime. Ooh! Yes, yes, very interesting, very interesting. Anyways, let me take you to the shop I want to show you. It's this one. It's Code's shop. It has a fishbone on it, and it is Code's Bone and Tackle shop. Yes, you heard it right. Code the cat is willing to give people bones in exchange for fish. Literally, 4 fish. 4 fish for 4 bones. So that leads me to believe that fishing is the way of the future because, look at this, he's given away free fishing rods, and I have yet to see a shop that sells fishing drops, like fish such as this, or enchanted books, or name tags, saddles, all the great stuff that you can get from fishing. And I want to change that. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and open a fishing shop. Yeah, that's right. Patch is going into the fishing business. But not going to build another store for this. I like the location of the produce shop, and since nobody's buying from it anymore, I think it might be a good time to repurpose it as a fishing shop. So, first things first, we are going to do some fishing. So, after many hours of fishing, I have determined the following. Fishing is boring! Seriously, how does anyone do this for hours and hours and hours? Oh. You have got to be kidding me. This is what I have to show for half an hour of fishing. Raw salmon, raw fish, another water bottle, and a tripwire hook. Fishing is the worst thing in the world. If we are going to own a successful fishing shop, we're going to need to do things a little tiny bit differently. When I said a little bit differently, did you really expect it to be anything other than redstone? So, it's been a couple of days since I recorded the last part, and my inventory has changed a little bit. Done some enchanting, got some new tools. This pickaxe is getting ready to give up the ghost. We'll need to get another one soon. And look what we got off of Jake. Jake gave us diamond boots, diamond leggings, diamond chestplate, and diamond helmet. Now I know these are almost broken, but when 1.8 rolls around, repairing things is going to get a whole lot cheaper, so I'm going to hang on to that. And in 1.8 we should be able to repair those for significantly less cost than it is right now. And in fact, I don't even think you can repair the chest plate right now because it's too good. I don't like the thorns, but I definitely do like the helmet. So that's kind of interesting. Anywho, so what am I talking about? Well, you've noticed that I've got a lot of different objects in my inventory, and well, I have decided that fishing by hand takes way too much time, and it's pretty boring. So, to compensate for the boringness, I'm going to build an automatic AFK fishing machine. Now, if you have no idea what this is, basically, all you have to do is look into the water and continuously spam right-click with your fishing rod, and it will essentially do the fishing for you while you're not at your keyboard, hence the AFK, away from keyboard. Anyways, this design was developed by Panda of the Redcubed Server, and I will definitely put the link in the description. I don't think I'm going to show you guys my building it, just because he has a much better tutorial, and you're not going to want to watch me trying to fumble to put the blocks in the right places. However, I am going to see if we can pick a location to put this thing. Eventually I want to put it underground, but there's nothing behind that door as of yet, and I'm not sure what kind of layout I want to have, so I think temporarily we're going to stick it somewhere on the surface, and therefore I think we might even be able to just put it right behind our shack. Let's see how much space we need. No, that's going to block the path. Let's zoom around real quick. There might be some space. What does that say? Cows and pigs. No, don't need those. Okay, this flat area claimed by Patat. And someone's building something there. And you know what? Why don't we put it right here? And we will... Let's see, how much space do we need? So this is the center right here, and we're going to need another 2 blocks on this side. Maybe we put it... Let's go ahead and fill this back in. Oops, lag spike. Yes, so maybe if we put it facing this way, and like I said, this is not going to stay, but this seems like a good place to put it while we're not sure what we're going to do with it. Okay, yeah, facing this way. So this will be the center of the machine, and we'll just stand and fish like that. Of course, it doesn't really matter where it is as long as it's out of the way, but yes, so I'm going to go ahead and set this thing up real quick, and I will be with you in about 4 seconds. And that's 4 seconds done. Don't you love the wonders of video editing magic? So, anyways, our automatic fish farm is done. Now, I know it doesn't really look like much, but that's really more because I've had to encase it in stone, just so that when I'm AFKing here, mobs won't come up and sneak up behind me and kill me. When we build it underground, you'll probably be able to see more of the machinery, and it won't look quite like this, but this is the basic chassis, and this is how it's going to look for now. So, essentially, let me just go ahead and place a bucket of water here. Perfect. Essentially, here's what happens. Is that door continually fires unless there is a fishing rod there. Excellent, and that triggers the tripwire. And this is just a visual glitch that the bobber is not inside the water. It is actually there. And I continuously right-click, and I put something on my mouse or something like that to hold down the right-click while I'm AFK, and the second that we get a bite, the bobber is going to go down, which will unpower the tripwire and cause us to reel in. So let's see if we can get something to happen right now. Any minute now. Right, so I guess... come on, fish. So, I guess I'll explain the rest of the machine while we're doing this. So basically that little dropper that you can see in front of me is for spitting out fishing rods. So when this one dies, I will get another one. And the way that that works is that, and I haven't set up my inventory properly, but the way that's going to work is that the inventory is going to be full, so the only space available will be the fishing rod, and when that breaks, the dropper will have one out on the ground for me, and I will be... Oh, there we go. Looks like we got a bold. And I will be able to pick that up, and it'll just give me a new one. And if, for some reason, the fishing rod, or if for some reason my inventory is full, that gets sucked into this hopper, which gets fed back into this dropper, which starts the chain all over again, if that made remotely any sense whatsoever. And this door is just here so that when it shoots out fishing rods, they don't end up outside and they get fed back into the system. So, the drops are collected in this chest, as represented by this bowl, and this is where we're going to put in the fishing rods, and I guess that means we're going to need to get a lot more string and maybe barter our way up. Let's go check the trade shop and see if there's any string that people are willing to trade, because it is still quite a rare commodity as far as I can tell. Fabe has some. Does anyone else? I don't see anyone else. Fabe's not online. Who's online? Ice is online. Let's see if Ice has any string. I will be right back. Well, Ice was 100% incredible and gave us enough string to make 20 more fishing rods. So thank you very much, Ice. Actually, he didn't give me permission so much as he said, go check my chest room, and, well, I took the remaining stuff that he had, but definitely thank you, Ice. I will be giving you a discount in my store whenever that may be open. I guess our next stage here is going to be doing some AFK fishing, so I guess I might put a roof on this place, because I don't really want to see those particles. I'm going to probably AFK for a couple of hours on the server and get some fishing done, and I guess we'll conclude the episode when I'm done that, and we'll see what kind of drops that I have got for sale in my store. So, we will be right back again, and thank you so much for sticking with us this far. Okay guys, it's been a little while and I AFK'd for about 6 hours, and here's what we got. Oh, and plus this bow. That is a lot of stuff, but what I like about that is the name tags. Finally! Lots of fish. Be selling that to code later. Great fishing rods, feather falling 4, protection, or 2 sharpness books, so basically sharpness 4, punch, unbreaking luck of the sea. Yeah, fishing machines are the way to go. I definitely recommend them. You know what, let's go name Lucky, and then I guess we're gonna call it an episode. So I have absolutely nothing left to say other than I don't have an anvil. Oh well, I guess next time. Bye!